Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Johnny Blaze from the Shy.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Johnny Blaze from the Shy. Black man with the fire in his eye. Came up live, no suit, no tie. Built that lane from the beef and the fry. He gave folks heat, no nap, no pause. Every room got shook when he took that draw. Wild little grin, sharp with the jaw. Cut through nonsense with a straight up clause. He was turned every time he stepped in. Talk that talk, made the weak men bend. People came back just to see it again. Cause he never played safe, he went all in. But he stayed real, stayed in his skin. Talk that talk, then let it spin. Be cool, baby, before it go left. Johnny got jokes and he don't pretend.
Be cool, be cool.
Before the corner,
Be cool, be cool.
or catch that mortar.
Guns hat on.
If you push too far,
Guns hat on.
that the warning bar. People love John, cause he keep it true. People love John, cause he ain't like you. Night chill, some still got the flame. Live on the screen, but the focus changed. Police cam clips in the day-to-day pain. Black news talk when the world acts strange. He break it down with that smart-ass smile. Make our heart truth feel a little less wild. Loves his dog, Duke, that loyal child. Dog in the shot and the move go mild. Still bold, still quick with the line. Still got the guts when it come that time. Humor so sharp to dance on the dime. Make you laugh while he peel back ground. He don't fold, he don't fake. Hands in the work, eyes on the tape.
Be cool.
That's the rule, he say. Or take that seat and get sent away.
Be cool, be cool.
Before the corner,
Be cool, be cool.
or catch that mortar.
Guns hat on.
If you push too far,
Guns hat on.
that the warning bar. People love John, cause he keep it true. People love John, cause he ain't like you. A little more calm, but the spark's still there. From the live show roots to the worn out chair. He laugh at pain and he calls it fair. Like, I've been through it, I ain't no one near scared. Duke by his side, that's family. Big heart hidden in the stance, you see. Tenacity, boldness, humility. That's why the whole room roots for he.
Be cool, be cool.
Before the corner,
Be cool, be cool.
or catch that mortar.
Guns hat on.
If you push too far,
Guns hat on.
that the warning bar. People love John, cause he keep it true. People love John, cause he speak for you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Salute. We are live from the basement. Salute to the chat. I am your host with the most, JB2 Reactions, bringing y'all this Thursday afternoon content. Marlo, I see you up here. What's the word? EV, salute. I see you up in the building. Please, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button. Please. I beg of you, please. Hit the like button, please. I need the like button. Please, can you please hit the like button? Okay. Hit the like button if you even picking up what the title is putting down. Nick Young shots out Suge's YouTube channel on IG. Anthony Edwards hands L's to his baby mamas. And Gil destroys McCants, but then McCants makes a video, and shout out to urban politicians. He most definitely on the case as well. He has McCants response to Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas had did he went up there on Carmelo Anthony's podcast, right? And he had broke some things down, and I was like, damn. I say Gilbert just straight checkmate his ass in like 5 moves. Gilbert Arenas did checkmate McCants in 5 moves. McCants, I don't know what's going on with him. I don't even know why he trying to respond to him at this point, because it ain't gonna do nothing but make him look foolish, but you know, whatever. Shout out to Thick Cut. Shout out to Thick Cut. Let's get to that video with Nick Young. And shout out to Big Ant, Urban Politicians. He most definitely caught it when Nick Young went on IG. And you know how Nick Young get down. He talking shit. He most definitely talking shit. You know. But yeah, like I say, Nick Young, wait a minute.
Look who showed up. I thought she was fired.
Hold on. Nick Young responds to Gilbert Arenas' new podcast deal and sends shots at Richard McCants. Boy, I'm talking about they taking target practice on Richard right about now, ladies and gentlemen. They most definitely is taking they taking their shots at him, and rightfully so, because I always looked at him anyway. He just a goddamn clown.
She was fired,
Oh, damn. Damn, BB.
I knew you was going to be here. That's why I'm outside. I had a chance.
You know what McCants
I'm going to have a size.
Those that don't know, me and Gilbert is like brothers. That's my big bro. This nigga thought he was gonna leave me and do a show by himself. Yeah. Hey man, you can't leave me. I showed up in New York like, hey nigga, this gonna be all year. You might as well get used to it. So, might as well sign me, or you're gonna have to deal with me every day. At your door, at the school. There's nowhere you could go that I'm not gonna be there.
Damn. Now, Nick, that sounds a little stalkish right there, Nick. Yeah, that's kind of borderline stalkish though, but you know, I guess, you know, I understand, you know, you rock out with old Gilbert Arenas. I get it, but damn, every way he is, you gonna be there? God damn. I mean, again, okay.
He like Spider-Man and Iron Man. I was gonna say Batman and Robin, but I could do my own show. I could have my own movie. I'm like Spider-Man, you know. You
Hey,
Iron
Mr.
Man.
Baker.
The mother niggas is like Thunderbolt. For me, I'm Spider-Man. You need the swag. So look. They gonna say, man, what you doing here? I said, you thought you could leave me. I didn't have no underdog outfit on.
Wow. Wow. Shots fired. Shots fired. Yes, Nick. I have not seen Nick Young with a underdog shirt on. I mean, I'm sure in past, but not recent. Yes, everybody's seen you recent though, Rashad, with a underdog shirt and the hat on too. Yeah, I'm saying, man, what's the word? Yeah, I'm saying. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to everybody, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Please, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button on the way in, please, and thank you.
Told me all this was gonna happen before it happened. We just having conversations. It's crazy how it played out. He said it was gonna happen. And it did. So look, y'all. Hey, look, man. I'm the newest member of the Gilbert team, and I'm gonna make my brother and man more. Oh, nah. You know, he got me stuck in New York with all these Hispanic Spaniards. And what's the Armenians? Not Armenians. Spain versus Aquafina. Yeah, yeah, they out there. They going crazy. I'm stuck.
Yeah, yeah, I'm saying me.
But to my Mexican homies like Mexican Mike, I'm a little disappointed. You was talking crazy. Mexico, we 3-0. We breaking history, y'all. It's crazy. I was disappointed when y'all lost. I had faith. I was like, okay, y'all winning. I know y'all been playing since birth, so hey, I'm disappointed. USA, we don't do that. We don't play soccer, so us just being in it was like, hey, we all right. We kind of all right. Got to deal with Acawana and Spain playing today. All right. I'm not. Forgive me if I said something out of pocket, but I didn't. I'm not. I mess up all the time, man. This ain't my first time messing up. I mess up all the time.
Wow.
But you can go look at Suge on YouTube, y'all. Not Suge Knight. He is acting like Suge Knight. It's a nigga that got into the show when he got called out. Go look at his YouTube. It's going down.
Shout out to Nick Young. Shouting out to channel. Y'all heard what Nick Young said. Go on over there to Suge's channel and check him on out. Nick Young is endorsing Suge. And there it is right there. There it is right there. I don't even, you know, because this was all about taking shots at Rashard McCants, you know what I'm saying, and him talking about Gilbert Arenas. So it threw me for a loop when he even mentioned Suge. I'm like, what? Oh, he just shouted out Suge's channel? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I say, yup. This most definitely had to get mentioned right here for sure. Again, shout out to Nick Young. There you go. Yeah. Get Suge some people on over there to his channel, man. Yeah, and his channel monetized, man. Yeah, so he can make some money around here, man. That's what I'm talking about right there. So there it is right there with that one video. Now, the next video is Anthony Edwards, right? His recent baby mama that's about to be 40 years old. You know, we all know the story of them going back and forth in court and all that, right? So come to find out, the other baby mama of Anthony Edwards was trying to work with her to take him down. Well, that quickly backfired. And shout out to Basic Social Politics with JD Black. He the one that put this content together. Fair use. This is for entertainment and informational purposes only to give my point of view without any malice intent on the parties that has been spoken upon. All right.
What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Salute to everybody tuning in. I want to talk about Anthony Edwards. He just scored a major win in court. He defeated his aggravating, annoying, almost 40-something-year-old baby mama by the name of Aisha Howard. Aisha Howard, for over a year now, has been in and out of court. She has tried everything. She has been spying on him. She's been lying on him. She's been trying every trick she could in order to get more child support. And the crazy thing about this is the judge was tired of her nonsense and lowered her child support from $5,000 to $3,200 because the judge is sending.
Damn. Mm-hmm. Again, now you're not entitled to everything. Now, if that's the case right there, then no. I understand you have a child with him. I get it. He pays his child support, and really that just be the end of it because, again, Anthony Edwards is going to continue with his NBA career, right? No matter what my personal feelings, I don't have none, to be honest with you anyway. He a grown ass man. If he want to lay seeds all around, whatever, hey, that's his business. Hey, as long as he able to take care of his babies, then to me, it don't make a difference. You can sit up here and say how insensitive he is by not being in his kid's life, allegedly, this and that, this and that. We don't know the situation or the full thing. We only know what the media tells us anyway. So I really try to still keep an open mind about the situation and not be all one-sided about this just because of what they tell you. Again, media do misdirection plays too. Shit. The fuck you think these imbeciles be trying to duplicate the same thing that these upper people be doing. They always and forever have done misdirection plays. It is what it is.
A message. It's one heifer. You need to get a job and stop coming to court asking for money you're not entitled to. She tried to take this to California. That didn't work. Shout out to the judge. I'm pretty sure Anthony Edwards had some great attorneys because they just let her make a fool of herself. For months, this heifer made a fool of herself. And it wasn't just her, ladies and gentlemen. It wasn't just her. His other baby mama, right? Should be to your left. She's a lighter complected female to your left. She helped her, or she tried to help Aisha in court, and that didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you heifers making sure that you took contraceptives or made him wear protection, you thought you were going to get pregnant by him and have his baby and be able to live off of his NBA money.
But ain't that what most of them do anyway? That's what most of these NBA players do. They get up with these random chicks. They end up not protecting themselves. And then, a child is arised and all that, right? But to me, it don't matter to me about that as long as they're able to just take care of their responsibilities towards the child. Because no matter if you want to be with the mother of the child or not, the child is the main focus either way.
Well, it looks like the court saw that, and the courts was like, oh no, we're not going to allow this. And this happened in Georgia. It's a Georgia judge. So this Georgia judge knows this. I mean, he probably, or whoever the judge is, doesn't state who it is from what I've seen in this article.
Correct. That's right, Carlos. The child is the one that suffers through all of this. While the mom is trying to press, the NBA player that she didn't got a baby by. She feels that that's supposed to entitle her to some type of lifestyle just because of the baby. You feel what I'm saying? Whole time, if the courts can see right through what she doing, as far as trying to, it's like she basically trying to extort the man out of more money just because she know that he got it. And see, that to me, it in itself right there is a real dangerous game. And it actually, to me, in my opinion, it puts these NBA players at a disadvantage. That's just my opinion about it. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you have no self-control. You dealing with random women because you can. I mean, tell you, money will turn people into exactly what they dream of ever being. Straight up.
We're going to get to it. But they've probably seen so many cases like this where you have women who go back and forth to court looking for more money, because they're so lazy and they don't want to work, and they expect the man that they didn't have to get pregnant by to be able to take care of them. Now, Anthony Edwards.
I totally agree. They do need to be in better control, self-control in the situation right there, because again, I'm not saying that you ain't supposed to be a man and be with a woman or none of that. All I'm saying is protect yourself, knowing that you're not probably going to have a long-term relationship with these women that you deal with. Protect yourself. I don't see what's the real big hang up about in that type of situation, because you don't need it to be all on social media, people being all up in your business, talking about you not there for your kids and this and that and the third. I mean, again, do you really want to go through all that?
Is not absolved of any accountability in this, because I know people are going to say, well, he got these heifers pregnant. Yes, he did. And that was his bad. That was his fault. Hopefully he's not doing it again. Hopefully this is a lesson learned. Wear protection. I don't care what she says, because women will lie and say that they can't, they're allergic to condoms. Y'all heard that? Well, you better find some way to make it work, or you just don't get with her. You know what I'm saying? But I think that he understands that he messed up. And I think that he understands that he may have dodged one in this situation. So I'm going to get to this article here from TMZ. It says NBA star Anthony Edwards scored a victory in his never-ending court battle with his baby mama Aisha Howard after a Georgia judge ruled on child support for their 1-year-old daughter, TMZ has learned. According to court docs obtained by TMZ, a Georgia judge ordered the Minnesota Timberwolves star to pay $3,200 a month in child support. In 2023, Anthony signed a 5-year deal with the Minnesota Timberwolves worth over $200 million. Aisha's monthly income was listed as zero. I think that's been debunked. I think she does have income. She's just hiding it. The judge noted Aisha did not appear at trial and provided no evidence to back up her claims because she's lying about having no income. She's lying. That's why she didn't appear. Per the docs, Anthony has been paying child support since January of 2025. So I think that the judge sided with Anthony Edwards due to him consistently paying child support. So that was a point for him, right? Beginning with an initial payment of $20,000, followed by $5,000 a month through the date of trial. Anthony paid a total of $110,000 in child support so far. So because he's paid $110,000, again, that's another point for Anthony Edwards. He's been consistent with his payments. He's been
well. Check that on now. Shout out to Anthony Edwards for being consistent with putting them child support payments in. Looky. Can't say he ain't doing what he's supposed to do financially though. Just saying.
Handling his financial obligations. So the judge is looking at all of this. And they're saying, well, he's not doing anything wrong on his end. He's handling his responsibilities. But she's the one pushing the issue. As TMZ previously reported, Aisha filed a child support case in California while Anthony filed his in Georgia. He claimed Aisha has no ties to California despite her claims otherwise. He claimed, this is what Tristan Thompson's baby mama did. Tristan Thompson's baby mama relocated to California. for child support. He claims she filed the case in Los Angeles in an attempt to get a higher child support award. In court, Anthony Edwards' lawyers argued Aisha kept dragging out the case and asked the judge to not allow her to file additional motions in the California case. The court ended up siding with Anthony when determining that the child support would be set in Georgia. So yeah, that's when she knew she was cooked. When are you heifers gonna stop this? When are you heifers gonna get a job? You're in.
Now that part, it's a two-way street with that, because again, most of these women, I'm sure some of them, I ain't gonna say all, but some of them, sure they got some type of employment, right? And even if they don't, if these men in the NBA still go along with it, they gonna make them pay, and they gonna pay. They're gonna show off. They're gonna be braggadocious just to impress the woman, right? And they're gonna end up being in a situation that is gonna cost them way more sometimes at the end. Lick your wounds, cool. I'm making generational wealth right now, so I can take care of my kids, the one that I'm putting on now here. But I think moving forward, I think he want to be a little gun shy, just a little bit now. Now, if you just want to run wild continuously, hey, again, that's his business. But I mean, don't get yourself all the way all messed up now. I'm telling you.
Atlanta, all right? All those entrepreneur heifers who brag about how they love to talk about how they're the most successful entrepreneur group in the country. They love bragging about those things. But when it comes to these females getting pregnant by an NBA player, all of a sudden they ain't got no income. They ain't got no employment. They don't have nothing, which we know is not true. You heifers be traveling, buying things, living a certain lifestyle, and you're just out here just being grimy and greedy and trying to live off somebody who doesn't want to be with you, who wants nothing to do with you.
But he did want something to do with him because he messed with him. So that's why I say it takes two. I mean, I'm not going to blame the woman for doing what she's going to do anyway. It's up to him. That's who it's up to, in my opinion. I get it. You can say all you want to say, woman need to get a job, these helpers, this. I get that point, but I still say it's up to him. And most definitely that too, Carlos. That too.
You're almost 40. And at the time when you got with Anthony Edwards, he's in his early 20s. You still was in your late 30s. And you're out here chasing around this 20-something-year-old NBA player for money. This is why, again, these young players need to actually listen to the vets, listen to the people who are willing to give them advice. Don't go out here having unprotected relations with these heifers, because they are sneaky and they will do anything it takes to get your money.
Wait a minute. TP say, I'm sorry, JB, that's cap. It's the court's fault. A woman can't abort or keep a child with no man's input. I mean, you got a point though, TP. I'm not saying, I'm not most definitely. You do have a point, but man, the man still. Okay, fine. Even with that though, TP, the man still make a sound decision to even go forth to even messing with the girl. I mean, regardless, you don't think in his mind that, oh, she just trying to get me for my money. But at the time, he ain't thinking rational. He thinking with the other head, not the big head. You feel what I'm saying? So in his mind, he like, all right, well, whatever. I got a little bread. Whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Until it's too late. Hey, NC lady. So, right, that's what I'm saying. So I get that point what you said, but it's like, bro, okay, cool. They still need to practice a little bit more self-discipline, right? That's just my opinion. And let's just face it. Some do in the NBA, and then you got some that don't. They get intoxicated with all the money and the fame, and they think they could just go out here and just do any and everything until they get, really like out of there. Just like I look at daughter Zion. I say daughter Zion? Zion Williamson. He a prime example right here. I think he crazy. I think he need to just get himself together and leave all them women like that alone, bro. I get it.
Right? Like, look at Paul George. Paul George got a stripper pregnant. And that stripper, I believe he gave her money to have an abortion. Now, she didn't do it. And he was upset about this. And they were going back and forth to court for child support. And he said, you know what? It's cheaper to keep her. So he ended up not only staying with the stripper, he married the stripper. You know, be careful who you impregnate, because you don't want to end up in that type of situation. And you definitely don't want to end up the father of a child from a woman who's almost 40, you in your early 20s, and you're making all sorts of bad choices, thinking with the wrong head. You know, if you're going to smash these chicks, wear protection.
I just said that. I just said that, ladies and gentlemen. I look, you're not getting no arguments from me, Carlos. You're not going to get no arguments with me when it comes down to Zion. I mean, do I have anything against them? No. Hey, Rachel, but they letting the older women trick them right up out of their bread. Imagine that. These older women sitting up here, they putting it on these young men. You feel what I'm saying? And they taking their bread. They taking their bread, right? And getting zoos and whams off of them. It's the opposite. We gonna be honest. The older person always was the one footing the bill, not the youngins.
If they tell you they're allergic, then don't do nothing with them, because that's just a trap. That's a lie. That is a straight up lie. And she fought this as much as she could, and she lost, because the judge saw through her. Everybody else sees through her. And this should be a lesson to all you heifers. Just because you think you're going to get pregnant, just because you may get pregnant by a male celebrity, does not mean you're going to get a big child support payout. Okay. And
now I can most definitely agree with that. But this been going on for so damn long. Think about this. Y'all know I didn't this little tidbit I actually did not know. But I didn't know that Michael Jordan had took Juanita away from Reggie Theus. I didn't know that Juanita was dating Reggie Theus first, And when Michael Jordan got to the Bulls, he snatched Juanita clean underneath Reggie Theus's arms. Did not know that shit. I was flabbergasted off of that. And you say, wait a minute, King Spectors and Isaiah Thomas? Bro, see what I'm saying, bro? See what I'm saying? So, like, bro, this has already been going on forever. These NBA players be passing around they wives to each other and shit. They swap out wives. These people is insane. These people are insane. Bro, just imagine that. These NBA players with their wives and they be swapping out wives and shit. They be having all type of old crazy ass parties. You know. The fuck? Hell no. Like, bro, like, hell no. I can't do man, look here. See, again, when you get that money, I mean that real good money, right? It seems like, you know, certain things just like the, you know, bear fruit with people that they always imagine on how they want it to be if they ever had some money. Boy, they get the money, boy, they really perform and they really go out there and do exactly what they said they was gonna do once they got a hold to some money. Look, damn that. See, that's what's wrong with you Negroes right now in the first goddamn place. And then that's why you be going broke, because see, you be trying to live a certain type of lifestyle. You think that you have to live a certain type of lifestyle. You got to have 10 to 20 to 30 goddamn cars. Again, property, buy all the property you want because that's already money. It makes itself. Cars depreciate. Yeah, pretty much. All that money again, property, that's different. Acres of land, that's different. But when you sitting up here buying all these cars and all the jewelry, even unless it's gold, it's going to depreciate. So it's like, bro, you don't even get your money back on what you spent for it. Unnecessary. All the big chains, man, just give me a cross or give me a Jesus piece. And I'm good to go. I don't need all that. Give me a nice, good watch, a nice, dependable watch. I don't need all them big, dumbass chains, and I want to get my name made out. Bro, that shit don't excite me at all. Never did. Never did. And it never will now. So, that's why to me, I can't relate to how people can really be so braggadocious about these materialistic things that we can't take with us when we leave this earth. Can't take this with you. I think sometimes we put too much value into materialistic things. I seen what's happening, Mo? What's the word? I seen what's his name? He in Houston now, but the man bragging about buying a goddamn truck, and I say, bro, really? Okay, you got a truck. You made that content, like, bro, like these motherfuckers here. And I just again in my mind, I just can't. It's just like, you know what? It's ridiculous. Grown men get on the internet to floss and showcase what they get. Okay, fine. You got a blessing enough to be able to go ahead and get you a truck. That's all cool. Come on, man. Is it really that serious to get on here and floss and act all tough because you got a new truck and all? I like, bro, like, I don't get it. Yeah, like right, like Rachel. See, to me, that's something that you could get behind and actually talk about. Like you bought land, so you were able to provide for yourself and be able to get monetary income off your land. You could put whatever you want to on your land to make any type of income that you desire. That's always gonna make you money no matter what. I'd rather see it that way than to sit up here and be buying nonsense and bragging about it on the internet. Like, I don't see that. You know what I'm saying? That I don't see. Put my money into something that's going to work for me. But sitting up here bragging about it on social media and all this and that, like, bro, it don't make any sense to me. I don't get the fascination on people, whether they entertainers or just regular people that get on here. Like, I don't get the fascination of getting on here showing all your money, me personally. Okay, fine. Now, I'll take exception to cars to a certain degree. I take exception to cars because I get it with that. But otherwise, like the money and the chains and all that other shit, like, man, don't nobody give a damn about all that. So what, you spent $500,000 for a chain? So if you needed to get $500,000 right back and you was in the jam, would you be able to get it right back? Nope. No, wealthy people sit up and look like bums. Look like they homeless, but got everything in the world. You ain't gonna be able to tell them. You ain't gonna even be able to know that they got any money, because I'm telling you, they'll wear their shoes out to I'm talking about completely falling off their feet. They wear the plainest goddamn clothes in the world. They ain't wearing nothing flashy. They ain't wearing no goddamn watch that costs $50,000. They ain't wearing $100,000 on their neck. They ain't doing none of that shit. No, they not doing none of that. No. They not doing none of that, y'all. I can tell you that right now with most certainty, they not. I see them all the time on out here. Yeah, so it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is with this. Anthony Edwards, he didn't hand it down L's to his baby mama, so that's what it is. I'm glad that he doing the right thing and he on the right side of it, so they can't just try to paint a real negative picture on the man. You feel what I'm saying? So any type of win, and with that, is always good. So shout out to Anthony Edwards. Down to his baby mama. The other one trying to work with the other to conspire to take the man down. You know what I'm saying? Like now that right there, I don't like. I don't like that type of thing right there. But hey, he still prevailed, and it is what it is. Right, Rachel? Shit, he ain't playing no games. I'm telling you, not gonna sit up here and you gonna know that they got no money. You gonna damn near think you gotta give them some damn money because they so plain and regular and shit about to fall up off their damn body and shit. They wear it to the end. They when I say they don't buy nothing, they don't buy nothing. They make sure that business stay good and keep pumping, yeah, but they hardly don't buy nothing. They can get anything they want. They go in the store just off of GP and just get shit. They don't have to pay. When you that rich, you don't even have to pay for nothing. You just get it for the free. Imagine being able to go to any store you want. They know who you is, and you ain't even got to pay for nothing. That's some powerful shit right there. All right. Now, but before we get into this video right here, I need to take me a commercial break. I'll be right on back, ladies and gentlemen. You know, give me a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. All right, cut the music. And so what you had asked me, Evie, any updates on the Cyclops, so whatever, outbreak host is basically a foodborne illness. I haven't per se heard any updates about that as of yet, me personally, but if you have, you can send it to me. Yeah, you can send it to me. If you catch the update before I do, then yeah, just send it to me. You know what I'm saying? But for what I know, I have not heard anything about it anymore. You feel what I'm saying? So now this next video that we're about to go over, ladies and gentlemen, this interview that Gilbert Arenas did with Carmelo Anthony, Cass, and Cam Patterson on what really happened behind the end. This is on the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Carmelo Anthony. Shout out to him.
What happened with Underdog, man? What happened with Gills Arena? What's going on, man? We gotta know. I gotta put my journalism hat on, man. I gotta get the scoop. What happened to the show?
I wasn't on probation.
Okay.
And it was just like court was happening. I just walked out. I gotta take this shit.
You was a house arrest.
No, they tried to put. I just walked out. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you already know the result, I just walk out. Man, I already talked to the judge.
Okay.
He said nothing was gonna happen, man. I ain't gotta listen to this shit. You know what I mean? I already paid my money, so I ain't gotta listen to none of this up in here. Right? So what happened was this. When that case happened,
okay,
right? When the case happened, we got a new dude that was responsible for what was going on. And it was basically my contract was coming up.
Yeah.
So it was basically, we're gonna negotiate we're gonna negotiate while you on the floor.
Yeah.
Right. So it was basically it seemed like just a takeover.
Oh, yeah.
So we started off number one basketball show, right? Live show on the internet. We go from 4 days, thinking we're about to get 5 days, go to 2 days. Right? So it was basically this big standoff. So it's like, all right, this is how y'all want to play? And it was like, yeah, you know, this is part of negotiation. And I was like, you don't want to negotiate with a dude like me. I'm an athlete. This is what I do.
Yeah.
I like this type of back and forth. So I thought we was family. If you're going to let the dude come in, I know how this is going to end. He's not smart enough in this tactical realm to go against me. Because if they fire me, I get all my Gills Arena rights. Because once we're done, I get my Gills Arena rights, and I didn't want to wait to June 31st. Right? So I wanted you to do in May. And then because once May came and you did it, y'all are fired. Yeah, all y'all fired the day after.
You went to them earlier?
Who?
Did you go to them early and say that you was ready to be done? Underdog?
No. See, this was an underdog.
Oh.
This was that dude.
Oh, that they bought in.
The dude, like the dude that just came in. So because he wanted to negotiate, I negotiated the way I negotiate. Who you negotiating with it? I go straight to them. Hey, listen, when I end, I have the rights to Gills Arena. So what you want to do? Well, we're gonna go with you. I bet. And I said, hey, just keep negotiating with him. I need to see who he really is. I want to see who the cast is when they think I'm out.
My enemy's enemy.
Yeah, so I just sat back. I just sat back with all the raises in my pocket, just sitting there.
Y'all listening?
Oh, you want to keep shouting them out, huh? Oh, you keep shouting out. Wait, hold on. Like you gonna keep shouting? Like I don't mind the underdog. Me and the underdog are cool. You keep shouting out that name. That name is an enemy. And I told you he's an enemy. And you're going to keep shouting him out, not realizing.
I know, right.
You go there, you're dead, because he dead.
And then you're talking about, I want to,
Well, at least I muted the mic so I wouldn't be crunching in nobody's ear. So shout out to me for learning how to just mute the mic when I'm eating on some chips. Because I know that's rude. I ain't supposed to be doing that.
Name specific names. Talking about
Cemetery Larry. He in the cemetery.
Cemetery Larry. I like that.
Cemetery. I had his raise. I got his raise right in the pocket. Now I got to give it to somebody else. Now I got to give everything he worked for. I got to give it to somebody else because the person he went with, he did. He got nothing.
Damn.
He in the grave. He next to you. Y'all both buried in the same place.
I knew I would like you, nigga.
Wow. Boy, he is annihilating you. McCants, you look like a complete clown. Gilbert Arenas then played the hell up out of you.
I knew I would like, cause you petty as hell. This is
You
good.
petty as hell. But
Yeah,
think
this
about
is
it.
good.
If everybody think you out, right? You really got to see who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're telling me, oh yeah, if you don't want to negotiate, don't come to work. I wasn't planning to come to work anyway. God damn it. I'm building a new studio back at the crib.
Okay. Now August, the plan to bring Gil's Arena back independently. I know you spoke about that. Is that still a goal?
See, it was going to be August because I wanted to jump them.
Right.
Because they was going to come back like September, October. So I wanted to start in when they was on vacation to take the time slot from them.
Okay.
Because they're not going to compete. Now they fired. Like, damn. So, you know what I mean? Like, they fired. You know what I mean?
So nobody from Gil's Arena is coming back? It's just you?
I don't know, man. Josiah.
Okay. Shout out Josiah.
Josiah, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? That's my guy.
I ain't know that nigga was that tall, bro.
Yeah, he used to play at UCLA.
I mean, I knew that.
Yeah.
Talk to him. I
Yeah.
ain't know he was that. I ain't know that though.
Big fella, man.
Fired, so.
Yeah.
You got to remember, I had the contract since January, bro.
Right.
And I was recruiting.
Right.
Right, because I thought they was going to last, because their contract is in September.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured that they would be held all the way to September. So I was like, all right, let me get my people.
Okay.
I saved some of the staff members that got fired from the new dudes.
Right. But the actual rotating cast, like everybody's gone. Kenyon,
Yeah, they all got fired.
Nick, Rashad.
Shit.
Okay.
Definitely Rashad.
Okay.
Parted ways or got fired? That's different.
They got fired. Right, I just stayed home, hoping I would get fired. So they had to stop the show that day.
Oh, they
And
got
then-
fired from the company,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
from
Yeah, so
Gil himself. I'm trying to clear that up.
No. I didn't fire. They left me.
And then they got fired.
Then they got fired from the company. Yeah.
So you're not gonna-
when your girl cheat on you,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
and then
what?
Yeah, when your girl cheat on you, and you be like, damn, and she go with the other dude, and then the other dude got a wife. And you're like, oh, I'm sorry, baby. You know what I mean? They just stuck with the egg on their face. You know what I mean? That's what that is.
Wow. Boy, Gilbert is sending all type of shots at Rashad. That is a direct shot at him. Damn that. And to be honest, I can't wait until I hear as far as his response to what Gilbert Arenas has said on the 7 p.m. with Carmelo Anthony. I can't wait to hear what he had to say about that.
Nah, man, I know they still had to do their job, but
Right.
like I wanted to see where the loyalty was.
Was there anything specifically? You said Rashad specifically. Was there anything that he specifically did that let you know,
Yes.
like, I really can't?
He kept shouting out the dude's name
Mm-hmm.
that was tanking our show.
Cemetery lyric.
Yeah, like the dude didn't do nothing for you, dog. Your deal was done before he got here. First of all, real talk, he tried to fire you at the beginning of the season.
Wow.
He tried to fire you at the beginning of the season.
So that means that Rashad probably knew that. That's why he knew to be kissing a whole lot of ass. Underdog, underdog, underdog. I'll be the best caregiver you ever had. You did everything for me, underdog. Boy. Caregiving at its finest.
That's why they were trying to, like, Skip was getting paid for 4 days. He was only there 3. One was going to be our show. And that was to replace him because they both contrarian. They both go against it. But they said Skip does it better. He don't cuss. He don't drop the N-bomb every other hour. So they're looking for these sponsors. So they're trying to fire.
Wow. Boy, hey, EV. See, they ain't with all that nigga shit. They not with all that, man. Look here. You can't, and especially you got ads and you trying to get sponsors and all that. You can't just be dropping that word all willy-nilly on these social media apps. No, ain't nobody gonna be wanting to sponsor you talking like that in the first damn place. No matter how cool Gilbert is with you, hey, you think he gonna mess up his money for you? All accounted because you can't even clean up the way you talk. Boy, y'all stepping and fetching in the wrong direction.
Me and Joe standing on 10 toes. Nah, we good. We're good with our roster. We're number one with our roster. Right? So what they did is like, all right, well, Joe and Gil ain't breaking. Hey, Rashad, you want to go to the football? Yeah, come on, football on Friday. Yeah, do a little football. So you're gonna jump on the football. Then they're like, hey, can Skip come on the show with you? We could do that on Friday too. Then they do an episode with Skip on Friday. And he's like, oh man, me and Skip. And so they did that to him.
Right.
But I'm like, yo, dude never did anything. Why are you going with dude? I told you we had beef and we had war. He's trying to take over Gil's arena. So you giving him shout outs, 3 of them. So I'm like, all right. I told you we beefing with him. So the fact that you in your shout out, it ain't Underdog. Me and Underdog, we good. Jeremy, Nick, like Kate, those are beautiful people. They just hired a dude who was just a weed, right? And he kept shouting this dude out. I was like, all right, okay, y'all got something going on. He done promised you something. I bet.
Gotcha. Okay. That's understandable, man. I get it. I get it.
Dirty business, boy. Shit.
Like me and Shaw didn't have no problems. Like I didn't have no problem. Like what he did is what he did. It's just that, why you like him? Like, why are you picking him over us?
Y'all haven't spoken since?
Nah.
Okay.
And I don't see him. I don't see him ever trying to talk to Rashad. Hey, good afternoon, Uncle Will. He on purpose went against the grain. And you'd have burnt the bridge that didn't even have to be burned. So that's most definitely on you.
But how can you do that though? Like
I understand where he's coming from. I mean,
listen,
you might want to hear him out.
No. What I'm saying is if it was Underdog, like giving him a better position to say an Underdog and Jeremy, like, yo, we want you as a star.
I know how
cool.
it goes.
Like, the shit you did for 4 years, you deserve your own show and all this.
Yeah,
that's understandable.
Yeah,
but I told you I have a problem. Me and Joe, he's trying to fire us. He tried to fire you. We beefing because of you, technically, because we not letting what was going down go down. We're not integrating. This was player podcast, right? So we're standing down for you. So for you to pick his side, that became a problem. But you knew that.
And that's even worse. That's even worse when he knows it and he still sides with it. I see why you getting all the smoke that you getting for real. Like, bro, you really don't have no type of loyalty, and Gilbert is the one that brung you on so you could be able to make monetary income off the content. And this is how you doing? I mean, to me, you most definitely played yourself. But hey, it is what it is. But shout out to Big Ant once again, Urban Politicians TV. He caught this response from Rashad McCants. He's responding back to what Gilbert Arenas said on the 7 p.m. with Carmelo Anthony. All right. Again, fair use. This is for entertainment purposes only. To give my point of view and commentary on this particular story. All right.
In Underdog are cool. You keep shouting out that name. That name is an enemy.
Oh.
And I told you he's an enemy. And you're going to keep shouting him out, not realizing you go there, you're dead. Because he dead.
And then you're talking about, I don't want to, name specific names. Talking about
Cemetery Larry, he in the cemetery.
Okay.
Cemetery Larry. I like that.
Cemetery. I got his raised right in the pocket. Now I got to give it to somebody else. Now I got to give everything he worked for. I got to give it to somebody else because the person he went with, he got to that time slot from him.
Okay.
Because they're not going to want to compete. Now they fired. Like, so you know what I mean? Like they fired. You know what I mean?
So-
like
so-
how his loyalty was.
Was there anything specifically? You said Rashad specifically. Was there anything that he specifically did that let you know,
Yes.
like, I really can't?
He kept shouting out the dude's name
Mhm.
that was tanking our show.
Cemetery lyric.
Yeah, like the dude didn't do nothing for you, dog. He didn't. Your deal was done before he got here. First of all, real talk. He tried to fire you at the beginning of the season. He tried to fire you at the beginning of the season. That's why they was trying to, like, Skip was getting paid for 4 days. He was only there 3. One was going to be our show. And that was to replace him because they both contrarian. They both go against it. But they said Skip does it better. He don't cuss. He don't drop the N-bomb every other hour. So they're looking for these sponsors. So they're trying to fire you. Me and Joe standing on 10 toes. Nah, we good. We're good with our roster. We're number 1 with our roster. Right? So what they did is like, all right, well, Joe and Gil ain't breaking. Hey, Rashad, you want to play? You want to go to the football? Yeah, come on, football on Friday. Yeah, do a little football. So you're going to jump on the football. Then they're like, hey, can Skip come on the show with you? We could do that on Friday too. Then they do an episode with Skip on Friday. And he's like, oh man, me and Skip. And so they did that to him.
Right.
But I'm like, yo, dude never did anything. Why are you going with dude? I told you we had beef and we had war. He's trying to take over Gil's arena. So you giving him shout outs, 3 of them. I told you we beefing with him.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as Gilbert Arenas shook up the basketball, NBA, and sports section of the internet yesterday. And this is back right off of Ryan Clark, because that's a major conversation going on with ESPN right there. But as he made this appearance on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, and I had a link in the description where you can watch that clip in the beginning in full to get more of the context of what was discussed, what has been happening for the last few months with Gil's Arena, Underdog, and now Rashad McCants has responded to him being aired out and called out and basically said that he snaked him. Hey, yo, 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. I tell y'all what, ball up top. If it sounds like a lie, it's a lie. Bring me on the show to clear it up. I got receipts. Then he put up a clip and said, hey, a Netflix documentary is loading. Then he said, you trying to slander my name with lies when we got receipts. And he put the laughing emojis and then the graveyard emojis to symbolize Cemetery Larry. Now, I got to be real with Cemetery Larry. I said it even yesterday. Y'all said it. He's going to have to get his side out there, because right now he looks very, very bad. If this is true, I don't know. I'm not in the circle. I'm not in the group chat. I'm not in the know. I don't know what went down for sure. But if that went down exactly like that is explained, you real foul in the game, bro. Ain't nowhere to slice it, dice it, and pound it around and spread it around for everybody to eat. We got to keep it real factual and all the way clean and neat, because if Dog told you this dude right here is not it, they just brought him in because Gilbert Arenas is saying Underdog brought this dude in, and he started pushing the negotiation conversation right after, the case, and then they got cut down to the 2 days a week. So you trying to come in here and negotiate when we the number one situation going on. You trying to really change what we have, and we the number one live show, and they tried to fire you according to him. So if that went on like that, Gilbert Arenas brought you into the game, and he told you, we beefing, dog. We beefing. There should never be a time when you go on camera and shout out the guy that I know that was trying to fire you before. And like Gilbert Arenas say, 3 times, man, put some respect on his name. All 3 times, basically, like he Birdman. And I'm going to tell you like this right here. There's several levels and layers to this business that we watch in podcasting, sponsorship. It's always something going on behind the scenes with it. This is a very entertaining conversation right here. I'm most definitely glued to it, just me who I am. But I have to say this right here, dog. If somebody giving you that game and they telling you that, if that's true, hey, bro, they try to fire you. They want to replace you with Skip. They trying to get different sponsors in. They trying to change the culture of what we got going on over here on Gil's Arena. I did the deal with them. I sold them to YouTube, but I got Gil's Arena coming back. Now, Gilbert Arenas had made it clear when he shot an Underdog out that day when they was weighing all the stuff, and he was talking about, man, big shout out to Underdog and go here and go there. He was like, hey, bro, I talked to bro back in January, let him know what was going on with this. Nick Young, Swaggy P, said that Gilbert Arenas told him this is how everything gonna play out. He on Playmaker now. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with it. They got to tell their side of the story. I don't know what's going on with Brandon Jennings. We gotta wait to see what he gonna say. We gotta wait to see what Kenyon Martin gonna say. I don't know what Skip at. Don't care what Skip at. He's not needed and he's very irrelevant. Like I told y'all, he's one of the needers. And some of y'all didn't like me saying that about Skip. I said, bro, ain't nobody watching Skip on no personal show. He has to come lock in with our people and one of us. But him and Gilbert Arenas is cool. They do golf together and everything like that. He got brought to the show, but bro, don't nobody want to watch Skip. Look at his YouTube channel, dog. It just is what it is. He got to have some fire sitting across from him with everybody else, but that's what
I totally agree. Skip is out of date, man. He need to just go ahead and retire. But you know, Skip, this is all what Skip want to know. Skip want to be in the limelight. You feel what I'm saying? Skip don't want to ever retire. But in my humble opinion, no one wants to watch it, including me. I done had enough of you from back in the 90s. Even now, I done had enough. And again, this is just my opinion. You out of date. Man, I've been done with Skip EV. I've been ever since he got into it with Shannon Sharp and he did all that theatric bullshit like that. I really was completely over it with Skip after that. Now, the other antics that he be pulling and all that, yeah, all right. You know, because, I don't pay him no mind, but like that right there made me really look at Skip in a certain way. Like, no, bro. You talk to that man like he was a goddamn nigga. The fuck? Like, no, I ain't, I'm like, yeah, that's how Skip really feels about Shannon Sharp. And hey, look, I'm glad that it worked out that Shannon Sharp, when he left, he landed on his feet, didn't nothing happen to him, and he kept it moving. And even still, he has his own podcast. So he's still rolling. Ain't nothing changing. He still got his sponsors. He still got what he, what I'm saying? He old Shay Sharp, he okay. I'm sure he is. Right? It had to go, it probably, a lot of people say wish it didn't ever go down that way, but it probably did have to go that way because I believe that it was just boiling to a head anyway. I believe old Shay Sharp really wanted to been smack the hell up out of Skip. If I'm just being totally honest, but he been keeping his composure and keeping his cool because he knows that he will literally hurt Skip if he, do anything to him. Come on, man. I don't care nothing about Skip running and, man, look, Shay Sharp is a former NFL star, tight end. Bro, you not standing up to no damn Shay Sharp. Okay? Let's just be totally honest. That's not going to happen. All right? So, but either way, like I said, Rashard McCants, it don't matter what he talk about now. Look at him. Now he wants to go on there on Carmelo's show and clear up the lies. Bro, I don't see that even happening, bro. For one, that's not going to happen. All you doing is you type boxing on the internet right now, and you trying to save face. Gilbert ain't lying. And I believe that he did tell you from the jump since January on how things was going to play out. And it played out that way. And you trying to kiss ass and be a caregiver to a man that clearly didn't even want you there in the first place. That's even more diabolical right there in itself. You gonna still caregive for the man knowing that he had wanted you gone in the first place. I guess as long as you had did some caregiving duties, you know, you felt like that was gonna save you, huh? Well, these motherfuckers. I guess it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna be long. I did want to go over those videos and give my opinion about it. I won't drown y'all out with this, but like I said, I did want to get this content on out there. So shout out to y'all that hit that like button and tuned in to the show. Please sub up to the channel and memberships, and soon, y'all, I will be giving away memberships for the channel. All right. I'll be giving it away myself. All right. So to be continued, I'll let you know, and I'll post it up and give y'all a heads up on when I'm giving away memberships for the channel. All right. But with that all being said, salute to y'all. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I know I am. And JB2 Reaction, your host with the most, live from the basement, is out, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to y'all.